25th of August 2020, Tuesday. Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, guys, whatever you are. Here is Light Forex Global YouTube channel. 5 minutes towards the US cash open. We are going to check first 5-minute trading range to check if there is any trading possibility when it comes to the Nasdaq intraday chart. We are going to check few FX crosses, but we are going to start the risk warning, guys. Please bear in mind, trading on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or initial investment, so please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay, so what we have today? Well, very similar situation to what we've seen yesterday. Dollar is losing a little bit of the ground, approaching the possible supply levels with euro we discussed earlier today. Let's switch to the lower time frame. If you remember, right, we are looking for a possibility to trade either somewhere around the swing high we've seen yesterday. All right, sorry about the noise outside. It's beautiful afternoon here, so well, a little bit of the open space, so that's one of the reasons. We can hear some noise. I'm sorry about that. So we might look for the stop count above yesterday high, right, to try to finish the business around 1869, 1875, taking into the consideration what we've seen to the left, that based on that we've seen upper shadows, but before the failure here we haven't closed above, so that's what we've seen Friday, maybe today. So that's what I'm looking for, with the target at the bottom of that old consolidation around 117, and maybe if we are going to see some kind of the reversal over here, looking for a long possibility. That's how the euro dollar looks like. Now dollar yen, we've got a little bit of the rally, but if you remember, we are approaching levels I've been looking for opportunity to sell, right? Why is that? That we have, or there I'm looking for opportunity to sell above 106.50 because of this equal move to the upside based on the lower shadows we have here. Everything working fine here. The pop when it comes to the yen crosses, probably related to the Abe health issue. There is going to be the press conference upcoming Friday, if I'm not mistaken, so a little bit more manipulation could be in place. If we are going, if we are talking about the yen crosses, a very interesting situation is on the EURJPY. We are testing very nice levels when it comes to the left side, right? That's the supply around 126.20, 26.50. That's gonna be very interesting, in my opinion, to watch, to keep an eye on, and it might be that we might see something similar to Head and Shoulders, but it would be good to see some kind of the reversal near term. That of course may work with the change in the sentiment when it comes to the indices. And when we are talking about the indices, it's time to switch to the Nasdaq. A little bit of the weaker sentiment. Let's have a look at where we are from the first 5-minute trading range. That's gonna be interesting. Of course, we would like to see at least 50-point trading range during the first 5 minutes. Hopefully we can get something like this. Okay, open, high, low. Okay, and that's the cash open. Okay, so that's what we have here. All right, compare to some fireworks. That's the yesterday cash open. Okay, we were trying to fight. We know where the stops are. So maybe at some point market will call that levels to try to get some more stops. Otherwise, when it comes to the buyers, very late dip, some stops below for sure, and here is a possible over under around 11,540. So for now, that's what we are looking for. But the most important thing for now, for me, when it comes to intraday trading, based on this particular strategy, is at 20 points only. So it's not enough for me, but still we have like 3 minutes to go. So switch to the cable. We hit yesterday high, but don't forget, here we have narrow range between 29.80-30 to the downside, to the upside, with the upper shadows above 30 to 20. We are in the middle of that range, and I think we might build another upper shadow based on what we discussed from the intraday perspective when it comes to the pound, right? Friday it was, we read correctly the stop count, right, and really towards the end of the session. We also read correctly yesterday the possible high, but market didn't finish the business. Based on this move, we've seen the same stop at the same place, lower low, right? Now the question is if we are going to get the third the same or double the move. In that case, we might see even as high as 31.80, 32.20 again when it comes to the cable. Tricky but choppy trading ahead of the Jackson's Hole later this week. So that's what we are, what we were discussing. In the same time, because of this latest rally, of course, Euro Pound is testing 0.98975. So some kind of, in my opinion, intraday buying opportunity with the stop below that low, not this Friday low, last Friday low, but below that low over here, with the first target around 90.50, 90.60, and still I think 91.40 could be in place. Let's get back to the Nasdaq. All right, we made a little bit lower low. So in that case, we are going to move, yes, here. Do we have 50? No, just 35, not yet. So going back to the euro, pound, there you go, from the intraday perspective, testing the latest weakness we've seen here on Friday, right? Nice recovery then, and that's what we were trying to test. We'll see if it's going to work the way the bulls are looking for. The next one is Australian dollar, and if you remember from the daily chart perspective, we were discussing waiting for the conservative approach with the break of this rising channel, because we are trying 3 times to break with some lower shadows and a little bit of the rally today. I'm very curious where we are going to end up, because yesterday it was the inside bar of the Friday price action, and as of now is the inside bar of yesterday price action. Very, very interesting how it's going to end up. And EURCAD, not USDCAD but EURCAD, let's have a look what we have. USDCAD is testing weekly open, all right, and the EURCAD, it might be very, very interesting, taking into the consideration this latest rally, the pullback, which could be treated the whole move as a flag. And from the intraday perspective, I really like what we have here, right? The stops been taken out, that's for sure. I want to see the break above, all right, with the retest. That's gonna be latest weakness retest and continuation to the upside. That's number one. Much more aggressive could be if the market is going to take out this low and yesterday late New York low. So New York open, late New York low, that's some kind of the support. If we are going to take out with the reversal, that also could be the buying setup. Let's get back to the Nasdaq. No, we didn't. 35. So this strategy is not gonna work for me. But what I'm going to watch, of course, these highs in relation to what we've seen yesterday. So these highs, right, in relation to yesterday cash open. Okay, if we are going to make some kind of the failure on a 30-minute chart, for example, that could be the short setup, right? And of course, I'm going to watch this level to the downside, 11,540, based on these stops. If we can hold that one with a very tight stop, that could work well as well, right? So very interesting thing when it comes to the Nasdaq. So watching very carefully, guys. If necessary, I'm going to make an update towards the end of the day, closer to the US cash close. We don't forget that we are awaiting some US data within the next 22-23 minutes. I'm talking about the consumer confidence and new home sales plus Richmond manufacturing index. Guys, don't be trapped. Be careful with your exposure. Don't forget that the main event is gonna take place Thursday, Friday. I'm talking about the Jackson's Hole. With that being said, wish you great New York cash trading session and see you around. Take care and goodbye.